The 2020 college football season has been crazy for both Ohio State and the college football world. We have seen a ton of upsets, and for Ohio State, they were one of them. Oregon beat them a couple weeks ago in a shocker, and now they're a little bit behind when it comes to the college football playoff race. They also struggled against Minnesota in week 1, and at one point, they were losing to an 0-3 Tulsa team at home. Luckily for the Buckeyes faithful, they have figured out both of those games, and in this past weekend's matchup against Akron, we saw the craziest thing yet. A player literally stormed off the field and quit when he was on the sidelines. It was a huge mess and it was all over the national news, and as recently as a few minutes ago, he has decided to enter the transfer portal. Today we're going to talk about who he is, what went on, and what is next for him. But right before we get into that, if you want to follow along for the 2021 college football season, be sure to subscribe, as nearly 80% of you guys are not subscribed at this point, and I definitely need your help. Also, be sure to hit that like button, suggest another topic I can do next, and now let's get started. So the subject of today's video is a guy by the name of K'Vaughan Pope. He was a senior on the team, and he got a little bit too frustrated. If we go back in time a little bit, K'Vaughan was a big-time athlete from the very beginning, and grew up in the town of Dinwiddie, Virginia. This school doesn't produce a lot of talent, but Dinwiddie proved he was a little bit different. According to some feature articles I read, he had offers from a lot of top programs, which included Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, and Florida. He examined all the different schools and tried to determine what was the best fit for him, but both him and his parents saw something different in Ohio State. Pope had a fairly simple way of describing it. Quote, "It was just different." He knew he wanted to commit on the spot, and after getting some paperwork and test scores sent in, he decided to commit to the Buckeyes 2 weeks later. According to 24/7 Sports, Pope was a 4-star recruit, the number 9 inside linebacker, and the 217th best player in the class of 2018. He obviously had a lot of talent, and he was expected to eventually see the field. Unfortunately, like a lot of players at Ohio State, it was very tough to get on the field. He did appear in 11 games as a freshman, but he only registered 1 total tackle. He saw a slight uptick his sophomore year, as he appeared in 13 games, having 13 tackles. This would be his biggest role though, as in 2020, he would play in 6 games, having a total of 2 tackles. I think Pope assumed that he would be starting in 2021, and so far he has played in 3 games, but only registered 3 tackles, and he had been upset about the amount of playing time he had gotten as of lately, and it finally boiled over this past Saturday. In the second quarter against the Akron Zips, he was trying to go on the field, but linebacker Taraja Mitchell decided to wave him off. From there, Pope decided to take his helmet off and had a very heated exchange with linebackers coach Al Washington. Eventually, Pope would take off his gloves and throw them into the crowd, and while a bunch of teammates tried to calm him down, Pope eventually walked to the locker room with a coach. From there, he posted a tweet that'll go down in history, as he used an expletive word and the word Ohio State. He eventually decided to delete that tweet and said good luck to my teammates. This obviously made national news, and it blew up all over social media, and people couldn't believe what he just did. This guy had literally quit on the team halfway through the game, said F his school, and let his emotions get the best of him. The next day he decided to apologize though. He said, quote, "Last night I let my emotions get the best of me. For that I want to apologize to my teammates, coaches, and Buckeye Nation. I made a mistake, and now I know I need to be better and do better. I'm going to take this time to reflect and work on my mental well-being." From there, Pope decided it would be best to enter the transfer portal. As of today, Monday, September 27th, he has entered the portal and will look to find a new school. He is now the second Buckeye linebacker to enter the portal, as Dallas Gant did the same thing last week. It'll be best for the school and Pope to move in separate directions. In terms of what will happen in the future, I don't think he's going to face disciplinary action, but whatever team decides to take him next will definitely know this, and it could hurt him. The last thing a coach wants to do is bring a toxic player into the locker room, and while I'm not saying Pope is one, little outbursts and moments like that definitely reflect on your character, and you can't just erase that. He did seem to come to his senses though, and he admitted he may have had an issue, so I really hope he fixes it, becomes happy, and balls out at his next school. In terms of potential schools he could go to, he is from the state of Virginia, and if he is battling mental health issues, you think he might want to be close to home. He'll also want playing time right away, so 3 schools immediately jump to mind. The first one is Liberty, as Hugh Freeze is a great coach. The Liberty Flames are a winning program, and Hugh Freeze has been known to give other players second chances. You also have 2 other Power 5 schools in the state in Virginia Tech and Virginia, and both of those teams would be happy to have a player of his talent, and it'll just come down to where Pope wants to go. There's obviously 126 other FBS options, but if I were to put money on it, I would say he goes home. What do you guys think though? Should Pope get in trouble? What is the craziest moment you've ever seen in a college football game? And what topic should I do next? Be sure to let me know down in the comment section. Hit that like button if you want to support today's video, and check out all my other videos on the end screen. I hope to see you guys again soon, but until next time, peace.